G'day, hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about why you want to go boating. What's the attraction with boating? The question I'd like you to ask yourself is, why do you want to go boating? And what are the considerations when asking yourself this question? Are you going out there or wanting to go out there on a boat looking for more excitement in life? Are you running away from something? Do you have this belief that there is more to life? Do you want to see the world from a boat or just get out of the city? There's no right or wrong answer, it's your answer. Everybody is unique. I have my reasons for being out on the water and you'll have yours. A lot of people come around to believing that there's a whole lot more to life than getting up early every morning and getting on a bus or in your car and venturing out into the chaos of life. Most people that I know, they're looking for something different. They want to get more out of life. So the question remains, why do you want to go boating? When you can answer this question honestly and clearly, you're in a much better position to determine what you actually want to do and what type of boat is going to best suit your needs. The important thing here is to get into the boating for all the right reasons and do it for you and for your partner or your family. It's not just about one person's wants and desires. If there's a couple of you involved or even a family, you've all got to be on the same page. The hardest thing is going to be to overcome your fears and to break the habits of the expectations that work and mortgages and leases and school fees and all that crap is the norm, because it's not really. There is an achievable alternative. Like you might be right now, I was stuck on the corporate wheel, day in and day out, work, work, work. Sadly, it took a pretty good kick in the pants for me to make the step to a new life. I might have mentioned previously, I had a bout with a nasty melanoma back around 2015 right here on my neck, where the medicos took to my neck and throat to remove a tumour and to save my life. At the start of the treatment, I was told there was a possibility that worst case scenario, I may not live 3 months. Okay, that's not real fun news, right? Bit of a wake-up call. So the step to go full-time liveaboard was kind of accelerated for me. And luckily for me, I'd bought an old 50-foot steel ketch 4 months earlier as a project boat. So I thought, screw it, I'm out. I walked away from my business and the project boat became home. At first it was a bit like living in my grandfather's shed. Shit everywhere and a lot of work to do, but that's okay. Over the past 7 years, I've been to some pretty amazing places that are just stunning. Not too many people around, there's little to no chaos. It's wonderful. And while cruising, you might not see too many people, but when you do, they're good people. It's drinks on the beach in the afternoon, also known as sundowners, or it's coffee and cake in someone's cockpit some mornings, and everyone's out to help you. Unlike many people think, we're not always pounding our way through open and angry oceans. But the only chaos we have here is maybe planning to move somewhere and we'll have to work around the weather. And often the greatest challenge is determining what day it is. We wake up in the morning and outside it's a beautiful day, hardly a breath of wind and a cloudless sky, and we're happy, safe and content. Simple stuff. Our souls are nourished compared to, okay, crap, I need to shovel some breakfast down my throat, I need to rush down the street to get on that damn bus or jump in the car to travel 5 kilometres in an hour and a half in peak hour traffic just to get to work. But it's horses for courses. Figure out why you and your family or your partner want something different. Determine what you see yourself doing after 6 or 12 months on a boat. What appeals to you? Are you belting across the Pacific Ocean on your way around the world? Are you just sitting in a quiet river somewhere? Or are you just bobbing up and down the coast in your nearby area, just hanging out? All these are valid topics and will help you to determine why you want to go boating. And here's another really good question. Do we need a purpose on a boat? Of course we do. We all need to have a purpose. It's not just about bobbing around the ocean, spending the day contemplating your navel and turning up at a beach and having a beer or going fishing every day. Everyone's going to have their own purpose. And with the advent of internet, it's a lot easier to stay in touch with the world too. You'll likely have family and friends to stay in touch with, and spending time on a boat certainly has the potential to be a great lifestyle. It's a lot healthier, less stressful, the air is usually fresher, and the cost of living aboard is often considerably more favourable if you do it right. So back to the big question, why go boating? You'll have your reasons, I'm sure, and I can assure you that most people you'll speak to who've lived aboard for extended periods will tell you about the same. There's less stress. It's healthier and a whole lot more enjoyable than sitting in an office day in and day out. To make your time aboard safer and more enjoyable, of course you can join us and we'll help you to learn to live aboard, or you can do a multitude of available courses, but sooner or later you're going to have to get in and get your hands dirty and learn. Of course there's still going to be bills to pay. That's a big thing, of course. We all need to pay bills. They'll never go away, not ever. You're going to need to put fuel in your boat. You're going to need to get food and gas and pay insurances and all those types of things. But while you're on a boat, there's a lot you can do to live too. The internet and more recently COVID has seen so many more people move onto boats and even work their current jobs or run their businesses remotely from a boat. You might also be able to teach other people things. You can do like I'm doing now, combining some of the things I love doing into one, and that is sailing and boating and teaching others to do the same. Maybe you're retired and you can make it work just fine. While boating, I've become a bit of a nomad, and visiting beautiful places all over the world or just around the corner is sure better than jumping from one boardroom to the next for the rest of A lot of people live aboard just wandering the world. They might sail on from point A to point B, spend 6 months travelling, then park their boat up and go and get some work for a while. You'll find your costs of living are considerably less than being in a house too. Housebound, you've got to mow the damn lawn, it just keeps on growing, and paint the house and do the guttering and get the electrician in to fix something that's fried. And the dishwasher's on the fritz, and the kids are going to school, and the dog needs vaccinating. There's all sorts of crap. Life aboard is much simpler. Sure, you'll still need to live and maintain your boat, but it all becomes relative, and you'll find that you'll become quite resourceful. The biggest question remains, what do you hope to achieve on a boat? Don't be considering that life is going to be like you see in the movies, where people are sitting around sipping champagne on vast 100-foot boats with shiny varnish everywhere in their beautiful white outfits. Maybe it is for you, but not likely. What could you hope to achieve moving onto a boat? It's a big question, because you want to look ahead 6 or 12 months or more and consider, what does life look like when you're there? Forget all the chaos of now. It's kind of like building a house. You don't turn up to a vacant block of land with a pencil and a piece of paper in one hand and a hammer in the other and start building. You have a plan, and you need a plan. I've heard of people building their own boats and taking 15 years to do it. Your pace and your timeline is entirely up to you, but ask yourself the question, what do we want to achieve? Why are we doing this? When you're living on this boat, you've got to consider these things in order again to determine what type of boat and how it's going to fit for your life. Take it in baby steps. What will life look like on a boat? It will look and feel very different, you can be assured of that. I know people that spend all of their time in one area. They never travel more than 50 miles from their home port, and that's okay too. There's also a number of people I know that have done the single-handed around the world thing, and they just, for whatever reason, keep going around. So no matter what your reasons, make the decisions for the right reasons, and then just put your head down, your ass up, and make it happen. It might just be the best thing you've ever done. Thanks for your time, and I hope to see you on the water soon. Have a great day.